Welcome back. Another Monday. And another topic I have had brought up to me multiple times in the last week, which is interesting, the use of AI as a therapist and my thoughts on it. And I did a video last week, I think, on this too, to some extent. So it's just interesting. It's been on topic more. And with Chat GPT, their GPT-5 coming out, thought I'd talk about it a little bit. It's very short and simple if you just want to cut to the chase. Well, I'm a licensed clinical therapist, psychotherapist, mental health clinician, however you want to phrase it. And yeah, it's my field of study. And I think a lot about AI integration with therapy, and AI is a topic that's quite interesting to me. And no, it is not a replacement for your therapist. And as of now, as of the most recent update in artificial intelligence, it does not even come close to being suitable for that. The issue is I think a lot of people feel like it might be, but it isn't. Why do they feel like it might be? Because they're having good conversations with it. We now have chatbots that you can date and that you can have conversations with that aren't meant to necessarily help you with stuff. They're just meant to engage. We have a lonely generation right now, and we have a very empty generation. And so, no, going to robots is not the solution to that. We've had the solution for all of human history, and that's other people. We need to connect more with each other. It's functionally simple, but I understand for people this can be hard. But just put your electronics down and go have community with people. And I think a lot of people lose out on that because they're not as religious as they used to be. And one of the strongest components of community is religious gatherings and places of worship. So you got to find other ways to do that now. Well, for those of you who do not go the religious route. So yeah, AI is not your therapist, and it's, again, not even close. And the info that I have seen has shown the exact opposite, that it increases depression and suicidality. So if you're feeling down and you're feeling suicidal, there's a higher chance that AI will increase that. Not immediately, but over time. And why is that? Because this is designed to support and encourage you. As a therapist, my job isn't to support and encourage you, actually. You pay me to challenge the way that you are living life and to push you in a different direction. The way that things are going in your life isn't working. The way that you're making decisions isn't working. The way that you're thinking about things isn't working. You pay me to help disrupt that and convert your way of thinking to a different direction. Not necessarily the one that I think is best for you. We talk about that on the consultation call, and there's lots of different approaches to therapy that you can take. So you get autonomy in that, but it's saying, I need help, and this is a direction that I think I want to go. And then I say, let's do it. Let's get you out of this rut. AI doesn't challenge you. Now, you can be more specific to the way that you're questioning the software and the way that you are giving it commands, that it makes it more useful. And I think, if anything, it is best used as a tool where you should be using it in a sense to maybe guide you in a direction where, let's say, you are trying to work on more of a certain type of, we'll say, mindfulness, meditation. Maybe you're trying to work on gratitude. And you can ask it for some direction on how to go towards that intervention for yourself. And it might give you some info. You can ask, hey, what's the current research on managing depression? And I think even now, the AI will still tell you should go talk to a therapist, but it'll also give you some things that help. Really small things like, hey, and these are areas that I start with, like, how's your sleep? How's your physical activity and movement? Are you getting around? How are your relationships? Like, just checking in on stuff like that. But that's not the solution. If there's really a problem where you're struggling with a mental health issue, AI won't solve it. It might help with dips and redirecting, but you also have to recognize when it's wrong. I was working with it today, actually, on some business related tasks, and I was having to read it and review and break down some of where I thought it was missing certain things. So it can teach you, but when you're using it to push your life in a certain direction, I don't think it's at the point now where you can just have it be trusted for that. You have to question it more. And the areas that I have it help me with my life, I push back on it more. It's one thing if I just need to learn a little bit about a new topic. It's another thing if I'm saying, hey, I need health advice or business advice. I also want to come into that with a level of competence already to be able to say, hey, what you're suggesting here isn't quite what I'm thinking I want to be doing, or being able to say something like, hey, have you considered this factor? And the amount of times I've had it be like, oh no, sorry, and change its answer is quite often. So can you use AI to help guide you in things? Yes, you can. But if you're trusting it as your mental health specialist, you're in for quite a lot of hurt in the long run. And if you're someone who's encouraging other people to use it for that, you need to stop doing that. It's not appropriate. It is not there yet. And many people can probably comment under this and say, yo, well, this helped me and it helped me with this and this. I'm not saying it's not helpful. I think it's actually a very helpful tool. It's not a professional. It's not a helpful professional. It won't get you where you need to be. I know it sounds dramatic, but we have people that are out there grooming children, and those teens that they're grooming feel great talking to this predator. It doesn't really matter if the thing you're interacting with makes you feel good. The thing that you need to pay attention to is what's actually happening to you in your life. And feeling good is actually not a great metric for if your life is going well. And that seems kind of counterintuitive. And I will be clear, feeling good is amazing and is helpful. But if it's the only metric that you are using for your overall health and life satisfaction, it's a really dangerous marker as the only marker. And that is coming from someone who will tell you sometimes, hey, I feel better when I'm doing XYZ. Great. It's just not the only metric I will use. It's one of many. So you also need to use multiple metrics if you're assessing whether AI is helpful for your mental health. And I will say, stay away from it for that reason. Or at least use it lightly, is what I would say. Like I said, it can give you some guidance and some direction, but just take it with a grain of salt and know that it is not actually an expert. It isn't. It's not. Someday, maybe. Now, it's not. So, anyway, I've talked about that a lot this week, so thought I'd just bring it up here. So, that's all I got for you this week. See y'all next week. Bye.